Hi, I'm at a safe house, and as you can see from those lights back there, those are police vehicles. They're searching for a suspect that ran from them, apparently through the backyard area here, the safe house location that I'm at. Um, I did go out the front, and a police officer, Sergeant Russell, County Sheriff, said that he wanted me to go back inside for my safety. They have a canine unit out, and it appeared to be several police cars surrounding the block. Um, I told him that I'd prefer to stay outside, and he seemed to be rather concerned and a little agitated, and rather avoid conflict with the police. I cooperated and have gone back inside. I'm watching the back here to see, um, because they did say that the suspect jumped the fence near the backyard area here. For my safety, I will stay inside and watch to see what goes on from in here. Um, they don't know. He made the impression that the suspect may be armed, um, but I think if he ran from the police and didn't fire at that time, he probably wasn't armed. And that's my opinion, but then again, I could be wrong. Um, so as I'm watching the situation, I hear the police officers talking to the neighbors out here. I can't really make out what they're saying. I did hear something about a burglary, but it may have been another conversation. And I have noticed at this location there's probably, I'm guessing, at least 4 squad cars, maybe more. Seems to be out, 2 out this side. I know I saw 2 out on the other street, so I can only confirm what I saw. It did seem like there were lights flashing in other locations around the block, um, but they could have been coming from the vehicles that I was already visible to see. I'm trying to listen to the conversation. And it's really hard to hear at that distance. The lady sounded like she wanted to go somewhere, and they were insisting that she stayed there. I do keep hearing noises here in the backyard, but I'm not sure if that's critters running around or a suspect crawling through the debris. Um, I'm hoping that it's not a suspect and that it is critters, because if he's back here and the cops are out there chit-chatting, then they're not doing their jobs and they haven't done a thorough search. I did see him out back in the yard over here a few minutes ago, but they didn't seem to come through the backyard here. There was, like I said, an officer out front, um, that I ran into as I went out to investigate what was going on. He insisted that I went back inside. Um, for my safety. Even though I told him that I'm a citizen journalist, he did say that he highly recommended it. He did imply that the suspect may be armed. He did not say whether he was or not. He just made that implication. And I'm watching some flashlights kind of move around over here in the background by the police vehicles. So I'm not sure what's going on because I do hear more sirens in the background as well. They might be coming for backup. They might be going to another situation. It could be an ambulance. I don't know if you can see those flashlights flickering in the background. And because I was setting up, playing with the configuration utilities, the officer just told the lady that it's something about she's going to go to jail if she doesn't get out of here. I think he was probably telling her to go back inside. I'm not sure if this is really all that exciting of a story for most people, but it's rather exciting for me because it's right in my backyard, where I'm at now. It's a safe house that I come to from time to time seems to have a significant amount of police activity due to the, I guess you'd say, criminal element that passes through the area. As a citizen journalist, this is something I would normally do out cruising around the streets. I'd film whatever's going on. Doesn't usually fall right into your lap like this, but then again, that's pretty much the way stories go. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Timing. Everything's about timing. Oh. Sounds like they're talking to somebody out here. I'm gonna see if I can get a better camera angle for you. Giving him a roadside sobriety test right now. Whoever it is that they have over there, they're giving a roadside sobriety test. Feel free to ask questions in the chat room. If you have any questions about the details of the scene. Doesn't seem like I haven't heard any more instructions for a roadside sobriety. They just kind of started and then stopped. So they're going to get into the light. So I heard him say. It looks like the officer did notice me. He was looking at me, wondering what I'm doing standing here. He's moved to a position I can't see, so we'll just modify. He's making her walk the line, 1 foot in front of the other. So I'm not sure if you can hear that, but she's asking him for specific directions on how to do it, and he's given her the standard specific instructions. 1 foot in front of the other, toe, toe to heel, heel to toe, whatever their format is. It does change from state to state, I believe, county to county, and possibly precinct to precinct. But I do believe they follow a standard. Yep, he's telling her to put 1 foot in front of the other, heel to toe, and then turn after 10 steps. Oh, she's wobbling. In my opinion, she looked like she was wobbling. I don't know what kind of shoes she's wearing or what kind of surface they're on. So now she has to head back, and he had to tell her to head back, which was part of the original instructions. So apparently they've got the girl, but they're still missing the guy. How you doing? I'm sorry? Now I have a flashlight in my face. I talked to Officer Russell out front.
What's that?
I said I spoke with Officer Russell out front.
Okay.
How you doing?
All right. You live over there?
Citizen journalist, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
What's he doing? Recording? Why? He said he's a citizen what?
Journalist.
A citizen journalist. Hey, buddy. I don't know. He's recording you.
So they didn't like that. They said they're gonna tow the car. So it sounds like she's probably going to be under arrest. Certainly blinded me with that flashlight.
Small zone.
Oh.
They fly around small zone.
And that's one of the dangers of being a citizen journalist, because you're trying to record the situation regardless of who's at fault. You're just there. And the police might fire on you. The perpetrator might fire on you. Who knows? Um, I think that we should get rid of guns altogether, but it's in the Second Amendment. Looks like they're doing a search on her. They're looking at her mouth with a flashlight. They've got a flashlight like right in her face. So they're having a little powwow there. There's like 3 of them that were standing there talking together, and they called another one in to talk about it. Just remember, if you see me stop broadcasting and stop tweeting, uh, that's a situation because I generally tweet or broadcast at least once a day, definitely more than once a week. And they're questioning her for his name. The gentleman that was with her that ran, the suspect. Um, I wish I had the Cerevo live show hooked up to a night vision camera with Zoom. I'd get right up in there for you. I'm working on getting that set up as soon as possible. It's going to take some funding, so I'm saving up for that. I do have the Cerevo already, provided by Quantum Wireless, and I've provided all the other equipment, point of view camera, Wi-Fi, this video feed, etc. IndependentCitizenMedia.weebly.com website. Working in collaboration with other citizen journalists to provide a live feed news source. Somebody said in comparison to Tim Pool, and I would say no, not like Tim Pool, because I'm not trying to steal the show and do it all by myself. I'm not an opportunist, as somebody had called him, and I will stream anything, not just incidents to do with the Occupy movement. It's my patriotic and humane duty to be a videographer for the injustices of society, regardless of perpetrator. So they're arresting her now. Hmm.
But if it goes there, she would not. But if it doesn't, you want to make that deal?
You know, officers offering, the officer is offering her a deal, but I can't really.
Then I'll take you to jail. I'll make a deal. All right, ready?
He offered her some sort of deal, otherwise he'll take her to jail, and I'm not sure what she said or what he said, but we'll find out if she drives away or. In this case, I would say this is a case of stupidity. So the officer has decided to try to blind me with his
I got it.
super powerful spotlight,
When we get there,
which I'm not going to look at. I will turn my head the other way and just review it in the camera. Of course. Well, it took them that long to figure out how to blind a camera.
Hey. You want me to move the car?
I should go check and see if there's still officers out front. Doesn't seem to be. Okay, that's interesting. And the vehicle is backing out. It looks like it has an officer in the driver's seat. It's definitely not the woman. So, just give me a second here. I'm going to kill the stream, come back live from around the corner, see what's going on over there, since I have a right to do that. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.